Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. This week we continue to review an Ayumi Hamasaki album a week, and today I will review her 7th full album, Misunderstood. Before we get started, I want to remind you that this is simply my opinion on the album, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more. Misunderstood is a very special album to me for many reasons. First off, it is the first album that I heard from Ayumi back in 2006 when it came out, and back then, you didn't have smartphones and all that, and all I had was a kind of pretty decent MP3 player at the time. But the thing is, I could only put like one album on it, and I just remember during my school holidays, I would listen to this album non-stop. And Misunderstood came out on January 1st, and as this usual tradition it is also among her best albums to me, if not the best. I have such a strong emotional attachment to this album, and not only because it was the first one I ever heard, but because to this day, this album is so good and really hasn't aged badly in 13 years. What is so interesting with Misunderstood is that it is completely different sound-wise and atmosphere-wise from My Story. And this album slowly got more into electro-pop music in a way that Ayumi really didn't do before. And songs such as Step You, Ladies' Night are really among my favorite songs from her because they sound so different, and especially Ladies' Night is still to this day a fascinating song. I love it a lot. The album also has a fair amount of ballads, and two of my favorites are the mid-tempo Will and Heaven. Both songs once again do this very Ayumi thing of blending modern pop elements to a more traditional Japanese music sound, and honestly they are amazing. Some parts of Heaven are absolutely gorgeous, especially the bridge around 1 minute 40, and her way of singing is stunning. Her voice is so calm, yet you can sense her resolve really well. And of course you still get this rock music vibe, but on this album I feel like it is a little more toned down. Although the blend of pop and rock here I find to be once again done really well. And there are still songs that are 100% rock, such as Is This Love, Misunderstood, Alterna, which is sort of a hybrid with underlying pop elements surrounded by rock, but it is also one of the most peculiar and intriguing songs. Criminal is another ballad that is really heavy melody and lyrics-wise, and this deformed string-like line during the bridge is haunting. This album isn't also as bright as you might expect, and outside of the opening track Bold and Delicious and the final two songs, Beautiful Day and Rainy Day, which both carry such beautiful lyrics and melodies, and especially Rainy Day, it is a song that has a quite peculiar atmosphere to it, but I find it really beautiful and really perfect to close the album. I remember memorizing all of the lyrics from this album as I listened to it over and over non-stop for months. And that is how much of an impact it had on my life, and to this day I always go back to Misunderstood, and I'm always blown away by how this album flows so well and how coherent it is. And really this album represents everything that is amazing about Ayumi's music, a way of creating songs that anyone can relate to, but also her ability to stay true to herself while also allowing enough change and modernity to make this album one of the best in her career, and that is why I give it 5 stars. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to tell me what you think of the album down below, and I'll see you next week for my review of Secret.